Restless. Runners sent on their way. And let's give them a chance to settle down for a leader. Sea Fever is right there, and Captain's Cup is on the outside. So they go towards the 1,000-meter area. They're followed further back in the running. Along the inside of that one is Who Goes There. And Way of Light is moving up now to race into second position. Dirty Champagne's in the blue. Ready for Takeoff's in the yellow. And BuzzJet's in the black on the outside. Then Fantasy Art. Behind that is Tonto and Royal Lance the trailer. Captain's Cup's going to bring them in at the 600-meter marker. Way of Light is second. Sea Fever, the white cap at the rail third. Then Dirty Champagne, that's the grey. Ready for Takeoff. Then goes Who Goes There. Fantasy Artist towards the outside. 400 to go. Captain's Cup, the leader. Way of Light and Sea Fever, the white cap down the inside. Captain's Cup, though, the leader. Captain's Cup and Sea Fever, and running on is Dirty Champagne on the outside. Dirty Champagne, Sea Fever and Captain's Cup, nothing between them. Sea Fever and Captain's Cup, it gets close. Here comes the line. I think Sea Fever just made it home from Captain's Cup and Dirty Champagne. Close call. I think number one might just make it home. Sea Fever with the white cap. Captain's Cup is nearest us in the blue, but it gets very close down to the wire. And Sea Fever is just holding on, and Captain's Cup is coming with a late lunge as they come down to the line. Sea Fever and Captain's Cup, and here comes the line, and whoa, I'll go with one, Sea Fever. Go back, yeah, Sea Fever, I have to stick with my original decision. So number one just makes it home, Sea Fever. 9, Captain's Cup back in second. Dirty Champagne will run into third position. Way of Light will take that fourth position. The fifth placing goes to number 6, Who Goes There. They were a well stretched out field. Then came Ready for Takeoff. Chief Admiral was scratched. Tonto's further back in the running. And then Fantasy Art. They were followed by BuzzJet. So as we look at the head-on, the winner has the white cap, and that's Sea Fever. And in the blue is Captain's Cup. They have a ding-dong tussle. The grey on the right-hand side is staying on nicely. Both riders have their stick in the left hand. And Sea Fever, the Argonaut, and Captain's Cup, they go to the wire as one. But Sea Fever records back-to-back victories and just makes it home from Captain's Cup. Number one, Sea Fever, is the tote favourite at R2.40 and prevails in the third race until the running of our next event, and that is the fourth race, which will start off the jackpot. Back to the studio.
Number one, Sea Fever, getting the better of Captain's Cup. Number 9 in a driving finish. Delpeche versus Cormac, Dreyer versus De Kock. And it's gone to number one, Sea Fever, giving Dennis Dreyer and Sean Cormac a nice double on the card. Well done to Jack Mitchell and Miss Nancy Mitchell here, who are the owners with this daughter, a son of Argonaut. Let's get Dennis Dreyer in. Den, when we chatted earlier on, you were hoping Sean was right. Spot on, and compliments to yourself and your team as well.
Thanks, Dees. Listen, a couple of big thank yous. This horse went in the wind after his first run, and Jack threw the ball in my court. And I'd said to him, I said, Jack, look, I'm not a great believer of these wind-ups, but Sean pushed me as well. And he said, Mr. Dreyer, I rate this horse. So big thanks to Jack and Nancy for allowing us to do the op. And of course, a hell of a big thanks to Johnny Cave and Manfred Rowe, who performed the op. And what more can I say? Thanks to Jack and Nancy, and what he's shown us from the start, it's all coming to fruition.
He's got the ability, and he's shown hard today to put his head down, Dan.
No, great ride, a really great ride, and well, thank God today was over. Not easy, first time out the maidens, and sure, great ride by Shawnee.
I'll give our best to Jack and Nancy. Well played. Well done to trainer Dennis Dreyer. Great ride here, Shawnee. I must echo Den's comments. It could have gone either way, yourself and Delpeche going hammer and tong to the line, but you kept this horse nicely balanced, and you got him to stretch out at the line. You must watch this replay. You're going to enjoy it.
Thank you very much. I'm going to bank that comment from the boss. not too many of them, but I'm going to bank that one.
You got it spot on when we chatted to you earlier. You were sitting on the fence and you gave us a nice rundown about this horse, so you were spot on earlier on.
He's a really, really smart horse, and he did more than what I expected tonight. You know, he came from an awkward draw, and he was just so positive and very mature about the whole race. Quickened up to challenge Anthony. Anthony's horse, I tell you what, he was fighting for his life, and very courageous run from him. But this horse, I think his class got him through, because he's a super horse, and I think he's going to make the expected improvement. It was huge ask, I think, with 61, giving them 5-6 kilos, and it was only his first run here, first run on the surface. But I've just got to really and truly thank Mr. Mitchell and Nancy. I've said it before, I just love riding for them. I give an extra 10% that I just find somewhere else for them. They just like really special people. Deserves all the luck and the success he's having. And just thank you very much to my yard, everybody, Sean Veal, Carrie, who's joined us, helping us, everybody, Stewie, just superb little team.
Before you leave us, he had a wind up. Any issues in the race or in the pull up?
No, it was a wonderful op, very successful. I'm just glad that they took the option to go that route, because he's a smart horse, and I just hope he rewards them with it. I'm just glad that he's still with us.
Well, thus far this evening, that'll be the ride thus far.
Thank you very much. Thanks to Shezi for his cool compliment. And once again to my sponsor Highlands, awesome. Thank you very much.
Brilliant, Sean. Well done to jockey Sean Cormack here. Dennis Dreyer, double for the combination. Jack Mitchell, Nancy Mitchell. You look to have a nice horse here. You've persevered and you've done the op, and it's now paying dividends. Number 1, Sea Fever, beating number 9, Captain's Cup. Back in third, a nice debut here in KZN for number 8, Dirty Champagne. That's one to pencil in. And rounding off your quartet was number 4, Way of Light. Coming up next will be the start of the jackpot this evening. Race number 4, 18:45 will be the time to jot down 7:15.